As a brain doctor, I'm shocked. This vitamin raises stroke, risk over nigh. Hello there, how are you feeling today? Have you been sleeping well lately? Have your mornings been steady, or are you noticing a little more dizziness than usual? Maybe a slight weakness in one arm or a moment where the words just do not come out the way you want. If any of that sounds familiar, you are in the right place because today's message could help you protect something that matters deeply, your brain. My name is Dr. William Johnson, and this is Lifewell Seniors, where we talk about real health, honest science, and practical ways for older adults to stay strong, sharp, and independent. Now I have spent over 30 years working as a neurologist, helping patients across the United States prevent strokes, treat memory loss, and regain their balance both physically and emotionally. And let me tell you, nothing shocks me anymore. Well, almost nothing. But the story I am about to share with you today, this one shook me to the core because it involves something millions of older adults do every single day, something most believe is helping their health. But when taken the wrong way, it can quietly raise your risk of a stroke while you sleep. No pain, no warning, just a shift in the night, and the next morning your life could change forever. That something is a vitamin. Yes, a vitamin. And no, this is not about blaming supplements or scaring anyone. This is about understanding how your body works now, not 20 or 30 years ago, and making smarter choices based on real evidence and real stories from real people. In this video, I am going to walk you through the vitamin most commonly linked to overnight stroke risk in seniors. Why the timing of your dose matters more than you think. What science has uncovered about calcium, blood pressure, and sleep cycles. 5 common vitamins that may need a second look, especially if you are taking medications. What to eat instead, real foods that support your brain without the risks. How to talk to your doctor and get the right lab tests before it is too late. And yes, I will also share true stories from patients like Mr. Clay and Miss Evelyn who thought they were doing everything right until something changed. This is not just about health. This is about control, about keeping your independence, your speech, your memory, and your ability to live life on your terms. So please stay with me until the end of this video. Take notes if you can. Share this with someone you love. And if you have ever wondered whether your daily vitamin routine might need a checkup, this is your moment to find out. Now, before we dive in, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever taken a vitamin and later wondered if it was doing more harm than good? If so, drop a comment below and type the word vitamin. Or tell me which supplement you are currently using. I read every comment and I learn from your stories too. And of course, if brain health matters to you, and I know it does, make sure you subscribe to Lifewell Seniors and turn on notifications. We are building a thoughtful, supportive space where seniors can grow wiser, stronger, and more confident in every season of life. Let us begin. Let me take you back a few years. It was a quiet Tuesday morning, and I had just finished my first cup of coffee when a nurse knocked on my office door. "Dr. Johnson," she said, "your 9 o'clock is here. He seems a little off today." His name was Mr. Clay, 72 years old, a retired school bus driver. Quiet, reliable, never missed an appointment. He always brought a list of his medications neatly typed. He even printed 2 copies, one for me, one for him. But that day, something was different. His right arm was a little stiff. His speech had a slight slur. Nothing dramatic, but I noticed it right away. I asked him a few questions. He smiled politely, but his answers were delayed. His wife, who usually waited outside, came in and said, "Doctor, I think he's been sleeping too much lately, and this morning, he just was not himself." We sent him straight for a scan, and there it was, a mild stroke, a transient ischemic event, thankfully not severe, but it was enough to cause that arm weakness, that slow speech, and that shift in his thinking. Now here is what shocked me. Mr. Clay did not smoke. He ate well, he walked every day, his cholesterol was under control, his blood pressure was steady. But when I reviewed his supplement routine, something stood out. He was taking 10,000 international units of vitamin D every night. At bedtime, he said, "I read it was good for bones and mood, so I figured more would help." That sentence stuck with me, because this was not a man who took risks. This was someone trying to do everything right. And yet he had no idea that nighttime vitamin D in high doses could silently increase his risk of stroke. That was the moment I dug deeper. I started reviewing studies, reading medical journals, and calling colleagues across the country. And what I found truly changed the way I practice medicine. One major study published by the American Heart Association showed that excess vitamin D, especially in doses above 2,000 international units, can raise calcium levels in the blood. That calcium does not always go where you want it to. In older adults, it can settle in the arteries, making them stiff and narrow. And when that happens during the night, when the body is trying to relax, when your blood pressure naturally dips, and when hydration is at its lowest, that stiffness can become dangerous. Think of your arteries like garden hoses. When they are soft and flexible, blood flows easily, but if those hoses harden, especially during sleep, blood flow to the brain can be disrupted. And what happens then? You wake up with slurred speech. You cannot lift your coffee mug. You cannot remember your granddaughter's name. That is not aging. That is a stroke. Now let me be clear. Vitamin D is not the villain here. In the right dose, and taken the right way, it supports bone health, immune function, and mood. But when taken at the wrong time, and especially without checking your blood levels, it becomes a risk. Here is the part most people miss. Your body does not flush out extra vitamin D like it does with vitamin C. It stores it in your fat in your liver and sometimes in your arteries. So even if you feel fine, damage can build quietly over time. That is what happened to Mr. Clay. He never had a warning. He went to bed feeling great. He woke up with a minor stroke, and thankfully we caught it early. With therapy and careful adjustment of his supplements, he recovered well. But not everyone is that lucky. I now tell every patient over 65, do not take vitamin D at night. Always check your blood levels, and never assume more is better. Now I want to ask you, have you ever taken vitamin D before bedtime? If you have, type the letter D in the comments. No shame here. We are all learning together. And if you know someone who takes it at night, send them this video. It could truly make a difference. Also, if you have had your vitamin D levels tested in the past year, tell me what the number was if you remember. I would love to hear how your doctor guided you. And one more thing, if this story about Mr. Clay made you pause, give this video a like. It helps more seniors find this content, and that could save a life. Now in the next part, we will dive into 5 common vitamins, yes 5, that may be doing more harm than good, especially for older adults with heart conditions, nerve issues, or memory concerns. Stay with me. What comes next may surprise you even more. Vitamins that can harm the ones most seniors take. So now you know about vitamin D. But what if I told you it is not the only one? There are other vitamins, yes vitamins, that millions of seniors take every single day, thinking they are helping their memory, their heart, or their nerves. And in many cases, they do help. But when taken in the wrong dose or with the wrong medication or at the wrong age, they can backfire. Let me walk you through 5 of the most common ones. These are the vitamins I see on my patients' lists almost every week. And I'm not here to judge, I'm here to guide. Let us start with vitamin E. You have probably heard it called the heart helper. It is marketed for heart health, circulation, even skin and memory. Sounds great, right? But here is the part that never makes it to the bottle label. Vitamin E in high doses can thin your blood, and if you are already taking a blood thinner like aspirin, warfarin, or Plavix, that double effect can become dangerous. Let me tell you about Miss Evelyn. She was 81 years old, a retired librarian. She read every day and never missed her morning walk. She was on warfarin for a minor heart valve issue, closely monitored by her doctor. Everything looked good. Then she saw an ad in a magazine for natural vitamin E to boost memory. 800 international units per capsule. She started taking one every morning. 3 weeks later, she was rushed to the hospital with a terrible headache and vomiting. Her scan showed a brain bleed, a hemorrhagic stroke. Not from high blood pressure, not from a fall, but from too much blood thinning. The combination of warfarin and high-dose vitamin E had made her blood too thin to clot. She survived, but she now walks with a cane. And her memory. It is not what it used to be. She told me with tears in her eyes, "Doctor, I thought I was doing the right thing. I had no idea it could hurt me." And sadly, she is not alone. Most over-the-counter vitamin E supplements contain 200, 400, even 1,000 international units. But older adults only need about 15 milligrams a day. That is around 22 IU. You do not need megadoses. You need balance. Now let us talk about vitamin B6. This one is tricky. It is often sold as a nerve support or energy booster. You will see it in memory formulas, brain supplements, and even stress blends. But here is what most seniors are never told. Too much vitamin B6 can actually damage your nerves. Yes, the vitamin marketed to protect nerves can harm them. I once treated a man named Harold, 76 years old, a retired truck driver. He came to me because he kept tripping. His feet were numb, his hands tingled. At first he thought it was just arthritis or old age. Then he had a serious fall in his bathroom. We looked at everything, his medications, his blood sugar, his balance. But what caught my eye was a nerve formula he had been taking every day for a year. Each pill had 100 milligrams of vitamin B6. He was taking 2 a day, that is 200 milligrams daily. The safe upper limit for seniors, 10 milligrams. That means he was taking 20 times the recommended amount. Over time, vitamin B6 builds up in your system. It can strip the insulation from your nerves like pulling the rubber coating off an electric wire. The result, tingling, weakness, numbness, even confusion. We stopped the supplement and Harold improved. But he still uses a walker, and he told me something I will never forget. I just wanted to protect my brain. I did not know I was poisoning it. Now let us shift to vitamin A. You probably think of it as the eye vitamin, and yes, we all need some vitamin A for vision, skin, and immunity. But here is the truth. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means your body stores it in your liver, in your brain, even in your tissues. When you take too much, especially for months or years, it builds up. And that can raise pressure inside your skull. It can cause blurred vision, headaches, dizziness, and sometimes even symptoms that look like a stroke. One of my patients, Miss Dorothy, experienced just that. She was 79, a piano teacher, sharp, independent, graceful. She had been taking 10,000 international units of vitamin A daily in a skin and eye formula she found online for over 5 years. She started getting headaches, then blurred vision. Then one morning she could not speak clearly. We ran tests. No clot, no bleeding, but pressure inside her brain was elevated. Vitamin A toxicity. We adjusted her routine and slowly helped her recover. But some of the vision loss was permanent. And finally, let us not forget niacin. Niacin, also called vitamin B3, is often taken to lower cholesterol. Some doctors still prescribe it. Others buy it over the counter. But in high doses, niacin can cause your blood vessels to expand and then snap back. This sudden shift can spike your blood pressure and stress your heart. In seniors, that yo-yo effect can lead to what we call a mini-stroke, a transient ischemic attack. Here is the lesson in all of this. Not all vitamins are harmless. Not all vitamins belong in high doses. And not all vitamins mix well with your medications, your age, or your health conditions. So please check your labels. Look at the dose, and do not assume natural means safe. If you take any of the vitamins I just mentioned, let me know in the comments. Type the one you take, whether it is EB6A or niacin, or just type yes if you have taken one of these before. And if this information helped you learn something new, give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people find these messages and take better care of their health. Next up, we will talk about what to do instead. What foods can truly support your brain, your nerves, and your heart without the risks? Stick with me. The solutions are simpler than you might think. Nutrition as medicine. What to eat instead? If you are still here with me right now, I just want to say something from the heart. You are special. You truly are. Most people would have clicked away by now, but not you. You stayed. You listened. You cared. That tells me something important. You take your health seriously. You value your brain. And you want to keep learning, growing, and protecting your future. So thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your time. And now, as promised, I want to share with you something that very few people ever talk about. Something simple, something powerful, something that has changed the lives of so many of my patients. You see, after 30 years as a brain doctor, one truth has become crystal clear to me. Your body was not designed to run on pills. It was designed to thrive on real food. Let me say that again. Your body was not made to depend on capsules, powders, or megadoses. It was made to absorb nutrients from whole, natural, recognizable food. And when you give it the right fuel at the right time, your brain responds beautifully. So let us talk about what that looks like. Let us talk about nutrition for seniors, real simple, practical nutrition. The kind that supports senior health without the risks. I want to introduce you to a concept I call brain-based eating. It is not a diet, it is not restrictive, and it does not involve counting anything. It is simply a way of choosing foods that nourish your nervous system while avoiding the roller coaster effects of synthetic vitamins. Let me tell you about Miss Margaret. She is 73, a retired school principal, proud grandmother. She came to see me because she was feeling tired every morning, dizzy before breakfast. Her blood pressure kept climbing even though she was eating clean and taking a cabinet full of supplements. We went over everything. Vitamin D 10,000 units, vitamin E 400 units, B-complex omega-3 memory support pills, and a multivitamin on top of that. She said, "Doctor, I thought I was doing everything right." And that is when we did something radical. We cleared the shelf, we removed the clutter, and we replaced every capsule with food. No powders, no pills, just meals built with intention. Let me paint you a picture. Her breakfast looked like this. 1 boiled egg, a clean source of protein and choline essential for memory. Half an avocado, healthy fats that stabilize brain cells. 1 slice of whole grain toast, slow-burning carbohydrates for steady energy. A handful of blueberries rich in antioxidants that protect your neurons. 1 glass of room temperature water because hydration matters more than you think. Sometimes she added a few walnuts or a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. Simple, affordable, delicious. Within 2 weeks, Miss Margaret felt the difference. Her morning dizziness faded, her energy returned, her blood pressure stabilized, and her brain clearer than it had been in years. And she said to me, "Doctor, I feel like myself again." That, my friend, is the power of food, and science backs it up. Studies from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and the National Institute on Aging have all shown that diets rich in leafy greens, berries, whole grains, nuts, and fatty fish are linked to a lower risk of stroke, better memory, and longer independence. So, let me give you my top 10 brain-boosting foods for older adults. Number 1. Leafy greens like spinach and kale packed with folate and antioxidants. Number 2, fatty fish like salmon and sardines full of omega-3 fatty acids. Number 3, blueberries loaded with polyphenols to fight inflammation. Number 4, eggs, a great source of B vitamins and choline. Number 5, avocados, heart-healthy fats for circulation. Number 6, nuts and seeds, vitamin E, magnesium, and brain-friendly oils. Number 7, whole grains stabilize blood sugar and support brain flow. Number 8, plain Greek yogurt, protein and probiotics. Number 9, beans and lentils, fiber, iron, and steady energy. Number 10, olive oil, anti-inflammatory and protective for aging brains. None of these foods are exotic, none are expensive, and they do not require fancy cooking. Now I know some of you might be thinking, "But doctor, I have trouble chewing, or I do not cook anymore." That is okay. You can adapt these choices. Soft eggs, mashed avocado, steamed greens, smoothies with berries and yogurt, warm oatmeal with walnuts. It is not about being perfect. It is about being intentional. It is about choosing food over pills whenever you can. Because food does not spike your levels. It does not overwhelm your kidneys. And it does not silently interact with your medications. It speaks your body's language. And your brain understands it better than any capsule ever could. Now, before we move on, I want to ask you something. What does your breakfast usually look like? Is it something packaged, something sweet, something skipped altogether? Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear what is on your plate in the morning, and maybe, just maybe, together we can inspire someone else to try something new. Also, if this food list gave you a new idea, give this video a thumbs up. That small gesture helps us keep this channel growing, and it shows YouTube that seniors deserve quality science-based content too. And now that we have talked about food in the next part, we will talk about something just as important: how to speak with your doctor. Because even the best meal plan cannot replace good communication. And in a moment, I will show you the exact questions to ask so you can avoid the risks and take back control of your health. Stay with me. You're doing great. Talk to your doctor. What you must check. You're still here with me. That says a lot about who you are. You are not just curious. You are committed, and that matters, because most people never take the time to understand how their daily habits connect to long-term health, but you are doing the work, and I want to say thank you. Now let us talk about something that might be the most important part of this entire conversation: how to talk to your doctor. You see, even with all the right foods, even with a careful supplement routine, there is one thing that no label, no YouTube video, and no bottle can replace: a trusted, personalized conversation with your healthcare provider. That is where real protection begins. Let me start with a question. When was the last time you had your vitamin D level checked? If it has been more than 1 year, it might be time. The test is simple. It is called a 25-hydroxy vitamin D blood test. It measures how much vitamin D is in your bloodstream, not just what you are taking, but how your body is absorbing and using it. And here is something most people do not realize. Even if you are taking a daily supplement, you might still be low. Or you might be too high. Yes, too high. Many seniors take 5,000 to 10,000 international units per day, thinking it is safe. But in older adults, especially those with kidney concerns or calcium supplements, that can push your levels into a dangerous range. That is why I recommend this. If you are over 65 and taking any supplement regularly, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D, vitamin B6, and calcium levels at least once a year. It is not about fear. It is about facts. Now, when you go in for your appointment, I want you to feel confident. So let me give you a few powerful questions you can ask. Write them down if you need to. Question number 1. Am I taking any supplements that could interact with my medications? Question number 2. Is my current vitamin D dose appropriate for my age and kidney function? Question number 3. Would you recommend any lab work to check my vitamin or mineral levels? These questions are not confrontational. They are responsible. They show your doctor that you care, that you are engaged, and that you are ready to take charge of your health. Now, here is something else that helps a lot. Keep a list, a printed list of every supplement, vitamin, powder, and pill you take. Include the brand, the dosage, how often you take it, and when during the day. You would be surprised how many people forget to tell their doctor about just a vitamin, but those are the very details that can change your treatment plan. I had one patient, Mr. Brian, 78 years old, who came in with dizziness. After reviewing his blood work and medications, everything looked normal. But then I asked, "Are you taking anything over the counter?" He reached into his pocket and pulled out a handful of supplements: fish oil, niacin, magnesium, a brain booster, a multivitamin, and something he called super greens. No labels, no dosages, just a handful of good intentions. It took us weeks to figure out which ones were raising his blood pressure. So please help your doctor help you. Bring a list. Or better yet, take pictures of the labels and keep them on your phone. And here is something I would love for you to share in the comments. Have you ever brought your supplements to a doctor's appointment? Type yes if you have. Type no if you have not yet but plan to now. You might be surprised how many others are thinking the same thing. Your experience, your voice, it might help someone else take that next step. And if you have ever had a surprising lab result, maybe your vitamin D was too high or your calcium level was off, share that too. You are not alone, and your story matters. Let me take a second to say this again. You are doing amazing. You are asking smart questions. You are learning things most people will never hear. And you are showing up for your own health. That is something to be proud of. In just a moment, we are going to wrap things up with a powerful reminder about what this all means, what to take away, what to let go, and how to move forward with confidence. But before we do, if this part gave you a new question to ask at your next appointment, please click that like button. And if you know someone who takes daily supplements but has not talked to their doctor recently, send them this video. It could make a big difference. Let us finish strong together. Your health, your power. You made it. You stayed with me through every minute of this conversation, and that tells me something powerful about you. You are not just watching. You are showing up. You are not just curious. You are committed. And for that, I want to say thank you. Truly, from my heart, thank you for being here. And because you stayed, let me give you something few people ever hear, something that could make all the difference in how you protect your brain moving forward. But first, let us take a moment to summarize what we covered today. Number 1, we learned that vitamin D, especially in high doses and taken at night, can silently raise your risk of stroke, especially when combined with calcium or certain medications. Number 2, We uncovered 4 more vitamins, E, B6A, and niacin, that while helpful in some cases can turn harmful if taken incorrectly or in excess, particularly for older adults. Number 3, we talked about how real food, simple whole food, can offer better, safer, and more balanced nutrition for seniors. Your brain understands food. It thrives on it. Number 4, we walked through the exact lab tests to request and the specific questions to ask your doctor, so you are no longer guessing but leading your care with clarity. And now, here is the insight I promised you. It is something I have learned after caring for thousands of older adults across this country. Something that does not get enough attention. It is not just what you take. It is when you take it and how your body has changed. You see, as we age, our kidneys filter more slowly. Our liver processes nutrients differently. Our gut may absorb more or less depending on time of day, hydration, even sleep. That means a supplement that worked for you 20 years ago might be too strong now. A morning dose might be safe, but the same dose at night might be risky. And here is what most people miss: these small shifts are subtle. You may not feel them until something goes wrong. So how do we protect ourselves? Let me share what I call the 3-step morning check-in. It is simple. It takes 60 seconds, and it can help you spot trouble early. Step 1. When you wake up, pause, sit up slowly, check your balance. Is your head spinning? Are your feet steady? Step 2. Before you take your morning pills or breakfast, drink a full glass of water. Room temperature. Hydration first. Step 3. Ask yourself, did I sleep well? Do I feel sharp or foggy? Is my speech clear? If anything feels off, wait. Check your blood pressure. And if needed, call your provider before continuing with supplements. Most strokes do not happen during activity. They happen in the quiet moments, the early hours, when we think everything is fine. This morning check-in has helped dozens of my patients catch problems early before they became emergencies, and now it is yours. I hope you will try it tomorrow morning and every morning after that. Now, before we say goodbye, I want to tell you once more, thank you. Thank you for staying with me all the way to this point. Thank you for caring for yourself, for your health, and maybe even for someone else you love. What you did today was not easy. It took attention, effort, and an open mind, but you did it. That makes you part of a growing community right here at Lifewell Seniors, where we believe it is never too late to learn something new, and never too late to take back control. If this video gave you something useful, please let me know in the comments. What was the one insight you will apply this week? Whether it is changing your supplement timing, asking your doctor new questions, or choosing blueberries over a pill, your voice matters. And if you enjoyed this conversation, do me a small favor, click the like button. It helps us reach more older adults who deserve to hear this kind of science-based caring information. Most of all, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to Lifewell Seniors and turn on notifications, because we are just getting started. In the next video, we will explore a hidden cause of fatigue that often gets misdiagnosed and what you can do to feel more energized in just 7 days. So please stay connected, take good care of yourself. And remember, you are not alone. You are not too late. And you are absolutely strong enough to live well at any age. I will see you next time. Hi there, friends. Dr. William Johnson here. Welcome back to Lifewell Seniors. Let me ask you something right off the bat. Are you watching this from your recliner, your bedside, maybe catching a few minutes of peace before sleep? Wherever you are, I am so glad you are here. Now let us talk about something that's uncomfortable, but very real. Waking up to pee again and again every night. It feels harmless at first. But night after night, the disruption builds. You fall asleep fine, then suddenly you are awake. Maybe once, maybe 3 times. And each time it is harder to get back to sleep. You are not alone. I have seen this in patients for decades, and I promise you, it is not just a normal part of aging that you have to accept. Today's episode is going to be different. We are not going to talk about water intake. That's important, yes. But there is so much more you can do. In this video, I will walk you through 5 natural methods that doctors like myself often recommend to our patients. Things you can try without prescriptions, without surgery, and without having to give up your evening tea. These include a simple daily exercise that can retrain your bladder in just minutes a day, a bedtime posture that helps your body manage fluid naturally, surprising links between sodium and nighttime urgency, a gentle stretching routine you can do while brushing your teeth, and a little-known habit that's helped countless seniors get through the night without a single bathroom trip. All of this is grounded in both science and real-world results. In fact, some of these methods are things I have personally used with patients who are ready to give up on ever sleeping soundly again. So if you have been wondering how to stop waking up at night, peeing, or you have asked yourself, how do I stop peeing at night without meds? You are exactly where you need to be, and here is my promise to you. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you will not only learn the 5 methods, you will also get a 3-day starter plan to help you put them into action right away. Now, before we dive in, let us start with something simple. If you are watching this because nighttime urination has been getting in the way of your sleep, I want you to type one word in the comments. Yes, that is it. Just yes. Let us build this community by starting with honesty, ready to learn what is really going on and what you can do about it. Let us get started. Understanding the real problem. Why you wake up to pee. Let us take a moment together. Before we jump into solutions, I want to walk you through what is actually going on in your body. Because once you understand that the steps we cover next will feel a lot more natural and a lot more powerful. Now here is something that may surprise you. Waking up to pee at night is not just about drinking too much water. Yes, fluids matter. But for many older adults, it is not the amount, it is how your body is changing with age. Let me break it down for you. Reason number 1. Your kidneys are not filtering the same way. Once you reach the age of about 60, your kidneys naturally start to slow down. They do not filter fluids as quickly during the day, so by the time evening comes, you still have extra fluid sitting in your system. And what does your body try to do? It waits until nighttime to catch up. That is why your bladder fills up while you are sleeping. And suddenly, there you are, wide awake at 1 o'clock in the morning. Then again at 2:15. And sometimes even 3:30. Sound familiar? Reason number 2. Your bladder holds less than before. Most people do not realize this, but your bladder's storage capacity gets smaller as you age. It becomes more sensitive. Even a few ounces of urine can make you feel like you need to go urgently. And when you are lying flat, your body senses that pressure more clearly. So you feel the urge faster and more often. Reason number 3. A key hormone is no longer doing its job. There is a hormone in your body called vasopressin. Its job is to slow down urine production at night so you can sleep deeply and wake up feeling rested. But here is the problem. After a certain age, your body produces less vasopressin. That means your kidneys do not get the message to rest overnight, so they keep working, and your bladder keeps filling. Reason number 4. It is not just a fluid problem. Now here is where most people get it wrong. They think, well, I keep waking up, so I will just stop drinking water altogether. But hydration is only one piece of the puzzle. In truth, what you eat, how you move during the day, your posture in the evening, even how you breathe, all affect how your bladder behaves at night. Believe it or not, stress can even tighten your pelvic muscles. That makes your bladder more reactive, even if it is not full. So no, this is not just about water. It is about creating a new rhythm that works with your body, not against it. What can you do about all this? You need more than just one change. What you need is a combination of natural, body-friendly habits that retrain your bladder, ease pressure on your kidneys, and help your body stay calm overnight. And I promise these habits are not complicated. They are not expensive. And you can start them right from your own living room. In the next part of this video, I am going to walk you through 5 of the most effective natural strategies I teach my own patients. These are things real people have tried, and they really work. A quick question for you. Let me ask gently. How many times did you wake up to use the bathroom last night? Was it once, maybe twice, or more than 2 times? If it was more than once, go ahead and type the words "more than once" in the comments below. You are not alone, and sharing your experience may help someone else feel seen and supported too. All right, now that we understand the why, let us get into the how. Coming up next, 5 natural fixes that may finally help you sleep through the night without all those frustrating bathroom trips. Let us keep going. The 5 natural fixes to stop peeing at night. Now that we understand why your body keeps waking you up, it is time to talk solutions. And here is the best part. Every one of these fixes is natural. They are doctor-recommended, safe, and can be done right at home. You will not need any equipment, medications, or complicated routines. Just small, consistent actions that support your body's natural rhythm. Let us go through them one by one. Natural fix number 1. Pelvic floor exercises. You have probably heard of these before, Kegel exercises, but what many people do not realize is that they are not just for younger folks or for women after childbirth. They are extremely useful for older adults too, both men and women. Your pelvic floor muscles support your bladder. When they are weak, the bladder becomes harder to control. Kegels help you regain that control. Here is how you do them. Sit or lie down comfortably. Gently tighten the muscles you would use to stop urination. Hold for 5 seconds. Release for 5 seconds. Repeat this 10 times in a row, 2 to 3 times per day. If you do this regularly, you will begin to strengthen your bladder muscles. Most people notice improvements in 3 to 4 weeks. And remember, this is not about pushing hard, it is about consistency. Try it now, just 1 round. And if you are going to give it a try this week, type the word Kegels in the comments. Natural fix number 2. Elevate your legs in the evening. Here is something few people talk about. During the day, gravity pulls fluid down into your lower legs. That fluid stays there until you lie down at night. Then it starts moving back up into your bloodstream and into your bladder. That is why so many people get up at 2 o'clock or 3:15 in the morning. You can prevent that by elevating your legs for about 20 minutes in the evening. Here is how: sit or lie on the couch. Prop your legs up on a pillow at or above heart level. Do this between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the evening. This helps move excess fluid out of your legs and through your kidneys before you go to sleep. It is simple, and it works. If you are going to try this tonight, type legs up in the comments. Natural fix number 3. Bladder training with mindful delays. This one takes a little patience, but the results are real. If you find yourself urinating every 1 to 2 hours, your bladder has probably gotten into the habit of sending out false alarms. You can retrain it. Here is how to start. When you feel the urge, wait 5 extra minutes before going. Do this once a day for the first 3 days. Then try increasing that delay to 10 minutes. By holding just a little longer, you teach your bladder to stretch gently and regain capacity. This technique has been shown to reduce nighttime urgency, especially when combined with pelvic exercises. Just be gentle with yourself. This is not about discomfort. It is about teaching your body over time. Natural fix number 4. Reduce evening. Salt intake. Salt may seem unrelated, but it has a huge effect on nighttime urination. When you eat salty food, your body holds on to water. Later, it tries to get rid of that extra fluid, usually in the middle of the night. To reduce this effect, avoid salty snacks like chips, cured meats, or canned soup after 5 o'clock. Choose low-sodium versions of your favorite foods. Add flavor with herbs instead of salt. According to a study from Japan, older adults who reduced salt in the evening cut their nighttime urination by almost 30%. That is a big improvement from just one small change. Natural fix. Number 5. Gentle stretching. Before bed. Finally, this is one of my favorite techniques because it feels good and it works. Tight muscles around your hips and pelvis can press on your bladder, increasing sensitivity. Doing a 5-minute light stretch routine before bed can ease that tension and calm the nerves in your lower abdomen. Here are 3 easy stretches. Seated forward fold. Sit on the floor, legs straight. Gently bend forward to stretch your back and hamstrings. Pelvic tilts lie on your back with knees bent. Flatten your back against the floor by tightening your belly, then release. Repeat 10 times. Knees to chest. Hug one knee at a time to your chest while lying down. Hold for 15 seconds each side. This routine helps you sleep deeper and stay relaxed through the night. If you want me to post a printable guide for these stretches, type the word stretch in the comments. All right, let us pause here. You have just learned 5 gentle, natural strategies that could help you finally sleep through the night without all those frustrating trips to the bathroom. In the next section, I will share real stories from people who have used these tips and what kind of results they have seen. So do not go anywhere. We are just getting to the good part. Expert commentary and real-life success stories. Now let me share something that I have learned over more than 30 years of caring for older adults across the country. When it comes to nighttime urination, the problem is not just physical, it is also emotional. Waking up at night over and over again can leave you feeling frustrated, helpless, even embarrassed. Some people stop going on trips. Some stop visiting family just to avoid the disruption. But here is what I tell my patients. It is not your fault, and you are not stuck. Your body is changing, yes, but with the right approach, it can also adapt. And that is not just theory. Let me tell you about Judith, one of my patients from Arizona. She is 72 years old and used to wake up 4 times every night. She tried cutting out liquids. She even stopped drinking her evening tea, which she loved. Nothing worked. Until we made a few changes together. Judith started doing pelvic floor exercises every morning, stretching before bed, and propping her legs up for 20 minutes each night. Within 1 week, she was only waking up once, and after 3 weeks, she told me something that nearly brought tears to my eyes. She said, "Dr. Johnson, I slept from 10 o'clock to 5:30. I cannot remember the last time that happened." That is the power of simple, natural changes. The research is clear. A clinical study published in the British Journal of Urology followed 50 adults over the age of 65 who suffered from nighttime urination. Half of them followed a routine similar to the 5 strategies we covered in the last section. The other half only reduced water in the evening. After 30 days, the first group showed 50% fewer bathroom trips at night, better bladder control during the day, improved mood balance and memory. Now, I do not know about you, but that sounds like real progress to me. Another story from our Lifewell community. Let me introduce you to Paul, a former school principal from Ohio. Paul wrote into our channel last year and gave me permission to share this. He had tried medications. He had tried alarms. Nothing worked. Until one day he watched one of our videos and decided to try the full routine. Paul started with 5 minutes of stretching at night, avoiding salt after 5 o'clock, holding his urine just a few extra minutes when the urge hit. Here is what he wrote. It felt like such a small thing, but within 2 weeks I went from waking up 3 times a night to just once. I had not realized how much my lack of sleep was affecting my energy, my thinking, even my mood. I feel 10 years younger. That is the kind of feedback that keeps me going. And it is why I say this is not about a quick fix. It is about building a routine your body can count on. A word from physical therapy. One more quick insight from my colleague, Dr. Rachel Lynn, a pelvic health physical therapist based in California. She reminds her patients that your bladder is a trainable muscle, just like your legs or your heart. With regular movement, especially Kegels and mindful breathing, you can improve bladder capacity and reduce overactivity. She says, the patients who make the most progress are the ones who are kind to themselves, patient with their routine, and consistent. Even 5 minutes a day can make a world of difference. And I could not agree more. What about you? Now I want to hear from you. Which of the 5 methods do you think you will try first? Have you already had some success with one of them? What has been your biggest frustration with waking up at night? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your story may help someone else take that first brave step. Coming up next, I will walk you through a simple 3-day practice plan that combines these strategies into one gentle, doable routine. It is what I give to many of my patients, and now I am sharing it with you. Let us move forward together. The 3-day gentle practice plan. Now you might be wondering, where do I start? I have just given you 5 powerful techniques, but if you try to do them all at once, it might feel overwhelming. That is why I created this 3-day gentle practice plan. It is simple, practical, and designed to help your body adjust gradually. Each day you will focus on 1 or 2 small actions. Nothing complicated, no equipment, just gentle steps that support your bladder, your sleep, and your peace of mind. Let us take it one day at a time. Day 1. Reset your rhythm. On the first day, your goal is to begin retraining your bladder and supporting early fluid release. Here is what to do. In the morning, after waking up, drink 1 glass of warm water. That is about 8 ounces. Do 10 gentle pelvic floor contractions while sitting comfortably. In the afternoon, at 3 o'clock or earlier, take 15 minutes to elevate your legs above heart level. Use a pillow or a footrest. In the evening, avoid salty foods after 5 o'clock. Skip chips, canned soup, or anything with added sodium. Stop drinking all liquids by 6 o'clock. If you are thirsty, sip only warm water, no more than 1 ounce at a time. Before bed, perform 1 stretch the knees to chest pose. Hold each leg for 20 seconds. Your focus today is to start teaching your body when to release fluid and when to rest. Day 2. Support your bladder muscles. On day 2, we are going to build on the rhythm by supporting muscle control and relaxation. In the morning, drink warm water within 15 minutes of waking. Perform 10 more Kegel contractions. Try to hold each for 5 full seconds. Do 3 deep belly breaths after each contraction. In the afternoon, repeat leg elevation for 20 minutes between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Try to delay your afternoon urination by 5 minutes just once today. In the evening, eat a low-salt dinner. Include something fresh like steamed vegetables or unsalted brown rice. Avoid all fluids after 6 o'clock. Do 1 additional stretch before brushing your teeth, a gentle forward fold, holding for 30 seconds. By now, your body is learning when to send signals, and you are learning how to gently guide them. Day 3. Strengthen the connection. On this final day of the plan, you will tie it all together. Hydration, movement, strength, and relaxation. In the morning, drink 1 glass of warm lemon water, just a few drops of lemon juice, no sugar. Do 1 round of Kegels followed by light walking for 5 minutes. In the afternoon, elevate your legs as usual. Delay urination twice today, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. In the evening, eat dinner before 6 o'clock. Keep it simple, light, and low sodium. Do a short 3-minute stretching routine forward, fold pelvic tilt, and knees to chest. Before bed, place a warm towel over your lower abdomen for 5 minutes to relax your bladder muscles. Then turn off bright lights, breathe deeply, and give yourself permission to rest. Keep the momentum going. After these 3 days, you will begin to notice something. Less urgency at night, deeper uninterrupted sleep, a greater sense of control over your body. From here, you can repeat this routine or mix and match the techniques that work best for you. Some of my patients repeat this plan every week. Others create their own daily rhythm. The key is consistency. You do not have to be perfect, just patient. Your turn. Are you ready to try the plan? If so, type the words "starting the plan" in the comments right now. Let us know you are joining this community of people taking back their nights, one gentle step at a time. Coming up next, I will wrap up this video with a few final thoughts, words of encouragement, and a reminder that your journey is just beginning. You are doing great. Let us finish strong. You have stayed with me all the way through, and I truly want to thank you for that. It means a lot because your time, your energy, and your effort, they matter. Now let us take a moment to gently wrap everything up so you can walk away today with clarity, purpose, and confidence. What we covered today. Together, we uncovered a reality that many seniors face, but rarely talk about. Waking up at night to urinate is not just a nuisance. It affects your sleep, your mood, your health, and even your independence. But today, you learned something powerful. You learned why it happens, how age affects your kidneys, hormones, and bladder. You discovered 5 natural ways to stop nighttime urination, all safe, practical, and backed by real science. You received a gentle 3-day practice plan that guides you step by step through this process. And most importantly, you heard stories from people just like you who made real changes and got real results. Your next steps. Do not skip. I want to encourage you gently but firmly to take action this week. Start with just one thing. Maybe it is elevating your legs in the evening. Maybe it is trying pelvic floor exercises. Maybe it is cutting back on salty foods after 5 o'clock. Whatever feels manageable for you, begin there. Do not feel like you need to be perfect. You do not need to do all 5 steps at once. Small steps done consistently create lasting change. I have seen it in my patients. I believe you can do it too. A gentle reminder. If you are still waking up at night, do not blame yourself. Do not give up. Your body is not broken. It is simply asking for support in a different way. And now you have the knowledge and the tools to give it exactly that. Stick with the plan for 3 days, then another 3, then another week, and keep listening to your body. It will guide you better than anything. Thank you. From my heart. On behalf of myself, Dr. William Johnson, and the team here at Lifewell Seniors, I want to thank you for spending this time with us. Your presence here matters, your health matters, and we are honored to walk this journey beside you. If this video helped you even a little, I ask just one small favor. Please click the like button, leave a thoughtful comment below, and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. That is how we continue creating videos like this content that supports real seniors with real solutions. And before you go, if you are still here, type "with you" all the way in the comments below. It lets me know you stayed until the end and that you are ready to take the next step. You are not alone. This community is here for you. Until next time, take care of your body. Honor your sleep. And remember, you're never too old to feel well again. Stay safe, stay strong, and may tonight bring you the deep, peaceful rest you deserve. This is Dr. William Johnson, signing off for now. Seniors, your muscles are disappearing without these foods. Hello, friends. This is Dr. William Johnson, and welcome back to Lifewell Seniors, your trusted place for real science-backed health advice made especially for older adults. Let me start with a question. Have you noticed lately that it takes a little more effort to stand up from your favorite chair, or maybe carrying a bag of groceries feels heavier than it used to? Have you ever had to pause halfway up the stairs just to catch your breath and steady your legs? If that sounds familiar, I want you to know you are not alone. And more importantly, there is something we can do about it. You see, our muscles do not just vanish overnight. The loss of strength and movement we feel as we age is part of a slow and quiet process called sarcopenia. But here is the good news. It is not something you have to accept without a fight. Because today, we are going to talk about the foods that can help you keep your muscles strong, steady, and active even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. In this episode, you're going to learn why muscle loss happens with age and how to spot the early signs. The 6 most powerful research-supported foods that help prevent muscle loss. Easy ways to prepare and enjoy these foods, no complicated recipes required. How to build your meals and your day around protecting your strength. And the best part, everything we talk about today is practical. You can take what you learn here and start using it right away this week, even today. So if you are tired of feeling weaker than you used to, or if you want to avoid falls hospital visits, or just stay independent and energetic for longer. This video is for you. Stay with me until the end, because I will be sharing my own favorite strategy from the clinic. One small change I have seen help hundreds of patients rebuild strength and confidence. And if this topic speaks to you, please go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps more seniors find this kind of content. Also, do not forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. That way, you will never miss a new tip to support your health, your body, and your life. Before we jump into the science, I would love to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in your strength lately? Even small ones? Maybe a bit more effort when rising from bed or trouble keeping up on your morning walk? Drop a comment below, just say, yes, if this sounds familiar. Reading your stories gives me insight and reminds us that we are in this together. All right, now let us take a closer look at what is really happening to our, and more importantly, what we can do to protect them. What is really happening to our muscles? First of all, let me just say this. You are someone very special for staying here with me until this moment. Thank you so much. That tells me you truly care about your health and that you are willing to invest a little time to understand your body better. And because you stayed, I am going to share something with you that most people do not know. This is not the kind of advice you hear in quick tips or magazine headlines. This comes from years of clinical experience from working directly with older adults who wanted to stay strong, independent, and active. Now let us get to the heart of today's topic. Why are our muscles disappearing as we get older? The condition is called sarcopenia, a word that simply means loss of flesh. But what it really means for you and me is this. The muscles in your arms, your legs, even your back and core are slowly shrinking and weakening as time goes on. And the thing is, it starts earlier than most people think. By the time you reach your 30s, yes 30s, your body begins to lose about 3 to 8% of muscle mass every 10 years. And after the age of 60, that process speeds up. Some people may lose as much as 30 to 50% of their muscle mass by the time they are in their 80s. But it is not just about looking thinner or being less toned. This muscle loss has real consequences. It affects your balance, your ability to walk, to get out of a chair, to climb stairs, even to hold a conversation while standing up without needing to rest. Now let me tell you about someone I worked with a few years ago. Her name was Mary. She was 75 years old and had always considered herself healthy. But then one day she tripped while reaching down to pick up a newspaper from her porch. It was not a hard fall, but it caused a hip fracture, and her recovery was long and difficult. When we looked closer, we saw that Mary had been slowly losing strength in her legs for years. She just had not noticed because it was so gradual. She had adjusted without realizing it, sitting down more, avoiding stairs, using a shopping cart for support even when she did not need groceries. That is how sarcopenia works. It sneaks up on you. It hides in your habits. And by the time it shows itself with a fall or weakness or a missed step, it is already doing damage. And no, it is not just about getting older. It is about specific changes inside your body. As we age, our hormones begin to shift. Hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone start to decline. And those are the exact messengers your body uses to build and repair muscle. At the same time, physical activity drops off. When we are younger, we are up and moving all the time, lifting, reaching, stretching. But many older adults become more sedentary, especially if there is pain fatigue or fear of falling. And do you know what else happens? Nutrition changes. We may eat less or eat quick meals that lack the protein, calcium, and vitamin D that our muscles need. And sometimes digestion slows down, making it harder to absorb nutrients even when we try. Lastly, there is something called inflammation, not the kind you feel when you sprain your ankle, but a low-grade quiet inflammation that builds up with age and chronic conditions. And that type of inflammation eats away at your muscle repair system. So when you combine all of those, less hormone signaling, less activity, less nutrition, more inflammation, you get a perfect storm for sarcopenia. But here is the truth I want you to hold on to. This is not inevitable. You are not powerless here. We can slow this down. In fact, in many cases, we can reverse some of that loss. And it starts with the simple choices you make each day. In the next part of this video, I am going to share 6 powerful foods, real everyday ingredients you can find at any grocery store, that science shows can help rebuild your muscle strength and keep you active for years to come. But first, I would love to hear from you again. Have you or someone you love noticed a change in balance or strength lately? Maybe a small stumble or difficulty rising from the couch. If that resonates with you, type the word aware in the comments. It helps us start an honest conversation, and it helps others know they are not alone. All right, let us move forward. Let me show you the foods I trust most, both for myself and for my patients. 6 foods that help preserve your muscle mass. Before we dive in, let me say this again, thank you. Thank you for being here, for taking time out of your day to care about your health. You are the kind of person who makes this channel, Lifewell Seniors, something truly meaningful. Now, let us get to the good stuff. These are the 6 foods I recommend most to my patients, foods that help slow muscle loss, rebuild strength, and keep you feeling capable. Number 1, lean poultry. Chicken and turkey. Lean poultry is what I like to call a foundational food. It is high in complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs. Most importantly, it is rich in something called leucine, an amino acid that plays a key role in muscle building, especially in older adults. You do not need a fancy recipe. A simple grilled chicken breast or a few slices of roasted turkey can be enough to support your muscles when eaten consistently. Try this. Make a warm chicken salad with olive oil and lemon juice. Serve it on top of leafy greens with a sprinkle of sunflower seeds. Research from the Nutrition and Healthy Aging Journal shows that seniors who consume lean meats at least 3 to 4 times per week have significantly greater muscle retention. If chicken or turkey is already part of your weekly meals, type yes in the comments. If not, what is stopping you? I would love to hear your thoughts. Number 2, fatty fish, salmon mackerel. Sardines. Fatty fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which do more than protect your heart. They help reduce inflammation and enhance the way your body uses protein. I often tell my patients, if you eat just 2 servings of fatty fish each week, you can actually strengthen the signals in your muscles that promote growth. Try this baked salmon with garlic dill and a squeeze of lemon. Serve with roasted sweet potatoes and steamed green beans for a full meal. A clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who supplemented their diet with omega-3s improved muscle strength and function even without intense exercise. If you enjoy fish, drop a fish strong in the comments. And if you do not like fish, let us know your favorite alternative. We can always find options together. Number 3, whole eggs. Not just the whites. Now this one surprises some people, the yolk matters. Whole eggs contain leucine, vitamin D, and healthy fats, all of which support muscle repair and strength. Many older adults avoid yolks, but science has shown that including the whole egg is actually more effective in stimulating muscle protein synthesis. One study showed that after a workout, people who ate whole eggs experienced up to 40% more muscle-building activity than those who ate only egg whites. Try this scramble. 2 whole eggs with spinach and mushrooms for breakfast, or make a hard-boiled egg snack with a sprinkle of black pepper and paprika. Egg lovers, drop a sunny side up below. And if you usually skip the yolk, tell me why. I would love to know. Number 4. Greek yogurt. Plain, full fat. Greek yogurt is what I call a slow-releasing strength food. It is rich in casein, a protein that digests slowly, providing a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles, especially useful when eaten at night. It is also packed with calcium and vitamin D, both essential for maintaining not just muscle, but bone health as well. A large observational study found that seniors who regularly consumed yogurt had higher muscle mass and fewer mobility issues compared to those who did not. Try this mix, plain Greek yogurt with berries and a spoonful of ground flaxseed for a power-packed evening snack. If Greek yogurt is already in your fridge, type yogurt yes. And if you prefer a different dairy or plant-based option, share it. We learn from each other. Number 5. Beans and legumes. Lentils, chickpeas. Black beans, these little powerhouses, are loaded with plant protein, fiber, magnesium, and iron. They are also high in something called resistant starch, which supports gut health. A healthy gut reduces inflammation, which, as we have talked about, is key to preventing muscle loss. Try this. Make a hearty lentil soup with carrots, celery, and spices. Or toss chickpeas into your salad for extra protein. What I love about beans is that they are affordable, versatile, and heart-healthy. And for vegetarians or those looking to eat less meat, they are essential. Are you already a fan of beans? Type Team Legume in the comments. And if you have a favorite bean recipe, please share it with us. Number 6. Dairy or fortified plant-based alternatives. We cannot forget about calcium and vitamin D, key nutrients found in milk cheese and fortified plant-based drinks like almond or soy milk. These nutrients support both muscle contraction and bone strength. Even if you are lactose intolerant, many alternatives today are fortified and easy to digest. Try this. Make a smoothie with fortified almond milk, banana Greek yogurt, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. According to the National Institute on Aging, seniors who maintain regular dairy intake have greater grip strength and muscle density compared to those who avoid it. Do you drink milk or a dairy-free version? Comment Milky Way below and let us know your favorite kind. Tom Tatloy, Kamon va dan vao fan tiaptheo. You made it through all 6. That tells me you are serious about staying strong and independent. Thank you again for being here. You are doing something powerful for yourself, and I want you to know I see that. I respect it. Your presence matters not just to me, but to this whole community. Now that we have covered the what, in our next section we are going to talk about the how. How to build your daily meals, your routines, and small actions around these foods, so they are not just ideas, but habits. Stay with me, because your next step might be the one that changes everything. How to build a muscle-friendly day. Step by step. You have made it this far, and I have to say, that tells me something special about you. It tells me you are not just listening. You are thinking, you are planning, you are ready to make a change, and I am truly proud of you for that. Because at the end of the day, information is only powerful when we put it into action. And this part of the video is all about action. Let me show you how to build a muscle-preserving daily routine that is simple, repeatable, and completely realistic, even if you are just getting started. Start with protein at every meal. One of the most common mistakes I see in older adults is this. We eat too little protein, and we eat most of it at dinner. But research shows that spreading your protein evenly throughout the day gives your muscles a better chance to rebuild and stay strong. So here is a sample breakdown. Breakfast 2, scrambled eggs, a slice of whole grain toast, half an avocado, a cup of black coffee or green tea. Lunch, grilled chicken salad with spinach, tomatoes, and olive oil. Half a sweet potato, a glass of water or unsweetened iced tea. Snack Greek yogurt with blueberries and flax seeds. Or one boiled egg with a small handful of almonds. Dinner baked salmon. Steamed broccoli, quinoa or brown rice, herbal tea. This kind of balance gives you around 25 to 30 grams of protein per main meal, which according to the Journal of Nutrition and Aging is the sweet spot for maintaining muscle in seniors. Do you usually get enough protein at breakfast? Comment protein first if you are ready to start your day strong. Keep your body moving. Gently and daily. You do not need to go to the gym or lift heavy weights to support your muscles, but you do need to move regularly. Even 10 to 15 minutes of gentle walking, stretching, or light resistance bands can activate muscle fibers and stimulate growth signals. Try this routine. After breakfast, take a 10-minute walk. After lunch, stand up and stretch your arms, shoulders, and legs. In the evening, do a few chair squats or heel raises while brushing your teeth or watching TV. Small, consistent movement tells your muscles, you still need me. And that message is powerful. If you already take a daily walk, let me know by commenting, "Walking Strong." If you are just starting, tell me what time of day works best for you. Add flavor without extra sugar or salt. One challenge I often hear is this: healthy food feels bland, but the truth is, you can enjoy your meals without relying on processed sauces or added sugar. Use fresh herbs like rosemary, thyme, or basil. Try spices like turmeric, cinnamon, cumin, or paprika. Squeeze fresh lemon or drizzle a little olive oil for richness. Not only does this add flavor, it adds antioxidants that protect your cells and muscles. What is your favorite healthy seasoning or spice? Share it in the comments. We are always collecting great ideas. Stay hydrated. Yes, water still matters. Did you know even mild dehydration can cause muscle cramps, fatigue, and weakness? Aim to drink at least 8 cups of water daily. And if plain water is hard to drink, try adding slices of cucumber lemon or mint. You can also hydrate through foods like watermelon cucumbers, oranges, and broth-based soups. Do you have a water habit? Type Hydration Hero if you already drink your water, or working on it if you are just starting. Make it your routine, not a rule. Here is the thing I want you to remember. This is not about perfection. It is about consistency. You do not need to do all of this in one day. But start with one change, then build. Maybe today you add 1 egg to breakfast. Maybe tomorrow you take a 10-minute walk. And next week you try a new bean recipe. This is your journey, and every small step you take counts. So here is your challenge. Pick one new habit from today's video and write it in the comments. Let us know what you are trying this week. Thank you for being here. You inspire us. Before we head into our next part, let me pause and just say, you are doing something extraordinary. You are investing in yourself. You are staying informed. And most of all, you are proving that health and strength are not limited by age. It is never too late to start, never too late to rebuild, never too late to thrive. I am so proud of you for being here. Let us keep going. In the next section, I will share a few powerful patient stories and scientific insights so you can see what real change looks like in real lives. Stay with me. You are stronger than you think. A doctor's perspective. What I have seen in real life. You know by now if you are still watching this video. Let me just pause for a second and say this. You are the kind of person I admire. Someone who takes their health seriously. Someone who wants to understand, not just be told what to do. Someone who believes they can still grow, learn, and thrive no matter their age. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying engaged. It means a lot to me and to the entire Lifewell Seniors community. Now I want to shift gears for a moment. We have talked about muscle loss. We have talked about the right foods. But let me tell you, nothing brings this knowledge to life more than real people. So let me share a few stories and some expert insight from my years in practice. Let me introduce you to someone named George. George is 71 years old. When he first came to see me, he had just returned from a short hospital stay after falling in his kitchen. It was not a serious injury, but it shook his confidence. He told me, "Doc, I just do not feel steady anymore." We sat down, talked through his history, his habits, and his meals. And then we made a plan. It was not complicated. George began walking 20 minutes every morning, 3 times a week. He started adding eggs and Greek yogurt to his breakfast. He swapped out sugary snacks for a small piece of grilled chicken and some beans for lunch. 12 weeks later, he came back standing taller, smiling brighter. He said, "I feel like myself again, stronger, more in control," and his balance scores, up by 15%. What changed? Not his age, not his medications, just his daily habits. Now here is the encouraging part. This is not just George. I have seen this same turnaround happen again and again with men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. And the science backs it up. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consume at least 25 to 30 grams of protein in each main meal are far more likely to maintain or even build lean muscle mass. Another study from the Journal of Gerontology revealed that pairing omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish with light resistance training led to a significant improvement in muscle strength and walking speed within 12 weeks. And when you add fermented dairy like Greek yogurt into the mix, you also support gut health, which reduces inflammation, helps you absorb nutrients better, and improves recovery. All of these small pieces work together. It is not just one food, not one exercise, but a pattern of small, steady actions that support your body over time. So, I want to ask you something. Now, have you ever experienced something similar to George? Maybe you made a small change, like walking more often, eating better, or cutting out something unhelpful, and felt a big difference. If so, would you share it in the comments below? Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs today. And if you are still watching, go ahead and comment the word steady, so I know you are still with us. You are part of a growing group of seniors who are choosing strength over slowing down. I truly believe, no matter your age, no matter your past, your body is capable of positive change. And it starts with awareness, followed by small actions, just like you are taking today. Keep watching, because in our final section, I will pull everything together into a practical, encouraging wrap-up that gives you real next steps. Let us finish strong, just like your muscles will. Before we say goodbye for today, I want to pause and look back with you. Together, we have covered a lot. You have learned why muscle loss happens, what the science says about aging muscles, and most importantly, the 6 powerful foods